familiar faces as they dance to the old school hit, the Double Dutch Bus.
Friends, come in line.
Give me a hole if you got your funky bus fare. There's a double Dutch bus coming down the
black cinema. This one goes back to 1978. The movie, The Wiz, was an adaptation to the classical movie The Wizard of Oz. It had an all-black cast. One of the most memorable scenes included Michael Jackson as Scarecrow and Diana Ross as Dorothy. In this scene, they both discover the infamous yellow brick road which leads to Oz. You can't help but get excited for them as they sing and dance to the song, Ease On Down the Road. Performing our last tribute to black cinema is a dance choreographed by Miss Jackson. I present this tribute from the movie The Wiz.
Yeah.
Yay, did it! He was like, I'm gonna get my throat.
Johnson said, I'm going to get my robe. I have to make sure I have all of my attire. How are you enjoying the show? You've been a very fine audience. I just want to say that this show does not move. It has lots of moving parts. And a lot of people are involved, from our parent volunteers in the back. We have our committee that has to work together, people outside collecting tickets, and it's impossible to bring them all in to thank them. But a lot of times people will say, Ms. Jackson, you really put on a good show, but it really isn't my show. I mean, I helped to organize it, but it really is a joint effort from all of our staff and scholars, as well as you, because a lot of you had to go get attire for your babies. Raise your hand if you had to go get something, Amazon. You had to send for it, buy it, get it, put it together, make sure this was together. So thank you so much for doing that. At this time, I want to thank a few people that we just can't go by without acknowledging. One person, for example, is a former student of ours, was one of these dancers here in 3rd grade, and now he's back as a campus aide, and he's also our DJ. Let's give a round of applause for Mr. Francis in the back. It's so nice having him back. He's watching himself a few years ago on the stage. He had little Jossie, the little scarecrow. He mimics his every move, and now he's the little star now. Francis used to be the star, now it's Jossie. And Jossie will probably grow up and come back, who knows? And then there'll be someone else following him. I also want to acknowledge my co-pilots, Miss Walker over here running the show, and there's also someone who used to have students here and was really important in terms of getting all our costumes together for her babies, and the other scholars that were there at that time. Well, her scholars culminated years ago. They're now in high school, and before she left, because when the students leave, so will the parents. But when this parent left, she said, "Let me know if you ever need anything." And people say that. And I always say, okay, thank you, but we know eventually there'll be another parent to replace that parent. But this parent is really, like Beyonce said, irreplaceable. I could not, and so I called her, I said, I need you. And she said, ask to let me know what you need. And I said, okay, and I pulled out a scroll full of all I need this and this and this and this. Okay, I got it. So I just really want to, because she has no child here, but yet she loves Baldwin. She's still a part of our school community. And I want to thank her for the costuming that you saw. She comes every morning, makes sure the babies are okay. Miss Lloydette Randall, come on now, let's give her a round of applause. Thank you so much for what you do. And while I have in mind, I just acknowledge our former principal, who was a couple of principals ago, Miss Lisa Lasassier. Welcome back, Miss Lasassier, as well as Miss Jackson. There were 2 Jacksons here. Ms. Jackson, she was our administrative assistant in the office, and so she's moved on. But they're back. Like I said, when you leave home, you just gotta come back, and we always need you. There are also some people that this show cannot go without, and those are our student stage crew. They literally and figuratively pull the curtains for their schoolmates so that their schoolmates shine, and I think that they need to get their applauses. Come on out, stage crew. Thank you, because these babies are asked to come back every single night to do their jobs, and their parents come back maybe if they're performing for their specific act, but then even when the parents don't come back, they still send these students to do the jobs. And so thank you, families, for bringing them back 3 nights in a row. And thank you, students and scholars, for being so reliable, because it takes reliability, and we have to depend on them, and they have to know their jobs and what they do. So thank you so much for being who you are. We appreciate you, and we'll see you again tonight at 5:20. Thank you. Yes, we are asked for all of the families to bring their scholars back this evening, whether you're in the audience or not, because it's a joint effort. We have all these shows so that you can watch your baby perform, and then when you go home, then other families come in. So we want to have the integrity of the show still in place and make sure all of the scholars are here. So 5:20 is our call time. Is our next act ready? All right, thank you so much, and please enjoy the rest of the show.
And now, the fifth grade class is going to ask you a question. How do you tell the story of American slavery? Please enjoy their poetic adaptation of Kwame Alexander's book, An American Story.
How do you tell a story that starts in Africa and ends in Europe? An unbelievable story about evil plans and big guns hiding in the night. Waiting! While the girls and boys finish chores, play games, listen to old tales of trickster spiders and talking drums. Waiting! For the women to sing everyone to sleep, for the men to dream of tomorrow. Waiting!
To steal them away from their lives and sell them in America. But you can't sell people. How do you tell a story about slavery? About sly men from cold places, scheming and laughing on tall ships, while people shackled below, crammed in small hot spaces, cry and sometimes die.
A story about struggle and sacrifice, about bold men and women jumping into the sea, into the jaws of sharks because they were scared and didn't know where they were being taken, or what they found when they got there. Maybe they just wanted to escape.
How do you tell that story? About copper dreams wrapped in iron chains. About working hard for long hours from camp seat to camp for free. About picking cotton and growing sugar under the burning sun. While blonde-haired boys and girls ate their candy and played tag before school in their woolen breeches and cotton gowns. And no reading aloud. And no reading aloud. About planting corn and threshing rice, and carrying tobacco and harvesting coffee, and cooking and cleaning and building for free. Why weren't they paid? That's not fair. How do you tell a story about strength and pride, and refusing to be broken, and refusing to stop smiling and loving? And each night gathering the children by the fire to hear tales of Moses and trickster rabbits, and missing home. And missing home.
That's sad. Really, really sad. Teacher, how can you tell that story and not want to weep for the world?
A story about mothers playing in the wind and wading in the water, conducting freedom. About fathers fighting back, stealing away, chasing liberty. About some being caught by the searing lash of night riders, and others riding the night by the light of the North Star. About little girls waking up in the middle of the night to their tormented mothers pleading, "Please don't take my boy from me." About families torn apart, sold like cattle.
I don't think I can continue. It's just too painful. I shouldn't have read this to you. I'm so sorry, children.
But don't you tell us to always speak the truth, even when it's hard? When I've done something bad, my dad always says, "You can't change the past, but you can do better in the future."
Whenever I'm sad, my grandma sings me her favorite poem. We suffered, been battered, our lives have been scattered, but we're still here, and that's all that matters. We're still here.
How do you tell an American story? About standing up and speaking out. About Sojourner Truth and Robert Smalls. About the Civil War and emancipation. About Malcolm X and Tamir Rice. About Fannie Lou Hamer and Sandra Bland. About Carter G. Woodson and Ahmaud Arbery. About Angela Davis and Breonna Taylor.
now, the third graders of room 14 will perform an upbeat version to the classical hit by Bill Withers called Lovely Day.